Hi and welcome to my preview of Menangle today, Friday the 13th of March. A nice 8-race program. I think we can get plenty of winners, so we'll kick straight off with race 1, number 10 on Supersonic from the strong Triton stable. Look, they've had a little bit of a lean time of it lately, but they had some good winners yesterday at Newcastle, so I think the stable might be back in form. They always go pretty well early on in the meeting at Menangle. This guy's got super gate speed and won a trial pretty well recently, beating Yaya's Hotspot. I think it can show its good gate speed and get to the lead here, and it can run time. I'm Supersonic. Did beat the likes of Living Lord, etc. Last campaign when that horse was going well. So for mine, this is a bit down in class. It is first up, but could go pretty well fresh here. Number 10, I'm Supersonic. From second, number 4, WHATA Avenue. Really been going well, this horse. Last start, third behind I've Got a Life in Flying Time was pretty good, and this one is going very well. Number 1, Snap to It for third. It's consistent, but it just can't break through in this grade. It'll be on the rails. It could be leading or behind the leader. Just struggling to win though, but it's a good place chance. And number 2, Ocean Diva. Bit overrated, this mare. It's come out to open class here now, and it's had 3 placings. It had every chance to win last start, but a good one in Omaguchi Girl ran it down. They'll probably get a nice run again here, but I really can't see it winning. I can definitely see it making a place, but that's about its best chance. 5, Prince Kai's going well. Probably better suited to a longer distance. It does run home. It's one of those horses that just a sit sprinter. And Hero Home galloped last time at Goulburn after a win before that. 4-star special can probably run on McArdle's chance. But for mine, number 10, I'm Supersonic, looks a decent bet to start the night off. We'll go to race 2, and it's my best of the night. Number 1, I'm Gucci Girl. It's airborne, this horse. Its last 2 wins have been super. It might be a bit of a sit sprinter, but I think it's got some gate speed, and I think it can hold out the lead until it lets something cross, or it'll just lead itself. It's really hard to go against this horse. It's been winning in 152s. It's just flying. You know, I expect it to make it 3 in a row here, and it's my best of the night. Clear second, number 7, My General Lee. Ran second to Omaguchi Girl 2 starts ago, and then last week in the 2300 metre race, beat a field of MO type horses. Toyed with them actually. It was 3 wide, couldn't get in, went back to last, and then just came with a run and just easily won running away from them. Showed that it's really at its top now, and it's its 5th run from a spell, and it looks the only danger if there is one to number 1, Omaguchi Girl. That's number 7, My General Lee for second. Has got gate speed, and it could actually cross over and lead. Number 8, ARMA Legend for third. Always running on this horse. Much better over the 2300 for mine than a miler, but it will be running on late for a place possibly. And number 5, Grin for Miss. Huge second last week in the chair. Only run down by TACT HAYLEYS Delight, which is absolutely flying at the moment. So that was a good effort. Beach Boy Adios is a place chance. Liberalitas can run home hard. Lark Rise, a bit disappointing for mine. Killed him in a trial a couple of starts ago, but it really hasn't performed on the track. And Balak Buey's a rough first 4 chance if it can get him behind the 1. But for mine, the best of the night, race 2, number 1, Omaguchi Girl. We go to race 3, and a bit of a legends now with the Blake Fitzpatrick stable. He's opted to stay here and chase some prize money at Menangle. This is an M2. This is way down in class from what it's been running in. You know, it ran 4th in the Inter-Dominion heat, or 5th in its heat. Came out and ran 3rd behind Franco Ledger in the Consolation. That's huge form for this type of race, and if it's anywhere near its best, it'll be winning this race. For number 8, ALTA JEROME, which might come up short again. We potted it last week. We got the cash. If it comes up favourite here, I'm putting it in, or near favourite. I think you sort of it's one of these horses that stepped up into open class now, and it does look the leader. And it took a couple of good horses to beat it last time in Come On Frank and Freiburg, but again, it needs to really produce its best race to win this. Number 9, TACT HAYLEYS Delight for third. This horse has got the cash for us a few times lately, and it is absolutely airborne. Came from last and broke 55 seconds last week to beat Grin for Miss. Again, this is a step up in class, but winning form is good form, especially for mares. It's won 3 out of its last 4. It's flying. It just needs to run into it, and it's a big chance. Number 4, ZENABLE, a bit of a run-on horse here. Can definitely upset at double-figure odds. Living Lord not going so well at the moment. It's leading and then taking a trail, which for mine suggests it's not going that well. Western Rockstar went okay at Goulburn last start in the chair, but back to the mile here. Dynamite Denny is going very well at the moment, and with the right run can definitely place. As can El Rama, which will run on late. But for mine, I'm going with 7, 8 and 9. We come to race 4, and this is a 2300 metre race, and I'm pretty keen on number 1 Bold Life here. It's not my type of horse usually, but geez, it gets the gun draw here. It'll be sitting right behind whatever leads, and it doesn't mind the distance. It's run on its last 2 starts have been really good when it's run on for second behind Miss Artistic Tara, and it was also behind Imaguchi Girl, so that's huge form for this type of race. It only has to get a split late. It'll be strong, and little Jimmy Douglas loves it on the rails, so it'll be flying home for mine. A decent bet, race 4, number 1. 5, Let Us Rip Rita. Looks the early leader here over the 2300. It's not the strongest horse in the world, and the distance may struggle a bit. But last week it got to the death seat. It let something come around the outside and was in the 1x1, and then all the horses came around it. It missed the boat. By the time they got to the home straight, it was pretty much 7th or 8th, and the driver had said, well, I can't win this, and it kept steering it into other horses. So for mine, it might have had a 9th next to its name, but it probably could have ran 3rd or 2nd if it had got a clear run. Number 7, Mr. Bling's going well, very consistent. It's won a race 5 starts ago. It's been placing 3 of its last 4. Always around the money. Can show gate speed, slot into the 1x1 or something like that here, and with the right run can definitely win. 8, Empire's Sister. It's won 2 out of its last 4. 5th last time, was pretty good effort in strong race. Again, another one that just needs the right run. Seems that type of race here. ALTA Capone has trialled well. It won a trial, but it really hasn't ever produced on the track here at Menangle. Crackerjack Joe, one of these horses that goes well out Bathurst, etc. But when it comes to town, 3rd and 4th is about as good as you can expect. Silverback will plug away out in the death seat or come 3 wide with 800 to go and possibly a place chance. But pretty keen on race 4, number 1 tonight, Bold Life. Go to race 5, and I've selected a bit of an upset here. There's 10 to 1 or something available here at the moment. About number 2, Juliette, BROMAC. Peter Walsh stable. I don't know what happened, but his horses are killing it on Tuesday. They all improved 30 metres, 20 to 30 metres. So I'm hoping that the stable's still on fire. And this one's had a little freshen up. Came with a pretty good reputation from New Zealand, and it's won a couple of races. Last start it beat Sing It Loud, which has come out and won a race since in pretty good field. So for mine, winning form is good form. It beat a horse that's in form as well. It'll have a nice run from barrier 2, and the Walsh stable is on fire. Number 4, Good Time Stride. I just cannot catch this horse. It'll either win and run 151, or it'll run 7th in 156. You know, it's one of those horses. It looks the early leader. 2 starts ago was a huge 3rd behind ZENABLE and Grin for Miss, which is massive form for this type of race. Then last start it came out in a weak race on a Tuesday and couldn't get to the lead, and it couldn't win 154 or 155. I just can't catch it, but I've got to throw it in for second because it'll probably be leading and it'll be up there somewhere. 8, Miss Artistic Tara has won 5 of its last 6, yet I've only got it for 3rd tonight. The barrier is what is the hindrance here, and I'll have to either... David Morris will have to make a decision here whether to go back and come with 1 run, which it is very good at, or it'll have to go to the chair and do some work. Just not sure that it can run 52 or doing work, which it might have to do tonight. Number 6, Our Santa Catalina. We ran some good races in Melbourne last campaign, and it's taken 4 runs to get back to its form here, but it won really easy at Wagga in an easy race last time. Definitely with a chance here. Better Believe It, a run-on type of horse, as is Tulaju Adorn. Both of those can run a place with the right sort of run, as can Charlie BROMAC, a very good, consistent horse, but I doubt it can win. We go to race 6, which is the fast class for the night. There's some good horses here. Number 6, ENTEO, flying, ran 4th in its Inter-Dominion heat, made the final where it ran 2nd last, but you know, you can't have a go up for that. That was out of its depth there. Comes back to a mile, which it loves. Loves Menangle. It's got great gate speed. Can get over to the 1x1 and then let Come On Frank come around it. And for mine, it'll be sitting 1x1 and just go bang in the straight. I think it can win against, for second, number 7, Come On Frank. Jesus made me some money in the last 3 or 4 weeks, this horse. It's won 3 out of its last 4. It'll get to the death chair. You know what you get with this guy. It's a trier. It loves Menangle. It can run 152 in the chair. It's just going to be out there saying, come on, come and get me. And for mine, it'll be in it for a long way. Number 8, Gay Caesar's going pretty well in this type of class at the moment, running 3rds and 4ths. It's been drawing badly. It'll run on again for a place or first 4s. Number 4, Bit About Black, looks the obvious leader. I'm just not sure if it's lost a little bit of form now after the hard campaign it's had. It'll be in front for a long way, but geez, you've got the likes of Come On Frank and ENTEO coming down down the outside of you. I think it might struggle just to hold on there. Mark Dennis, an interesting runner, offcast from Tritton. It's gone to the Jared Alchin stable where he trialled it at Bankstown. 1 by 50 metres in slow time against some walkers, so hard to tell how good it's going. Courage to Rule, looks to have lost all forms, got gate speed, but it's going awful. Godsend first up, nice horse, but out of its depth here first up. and Mac Tavish was just making up the numbers. But for mine, it's a race in 2, 6 and 7, ENTEO and Come On Frank. Come to race 7, and another one I'm potting here, hot favourite at the moment in most books is number 6, Smooth Showgirl. I'm actually putting it only in for third. I'm going with a bit of value here, number 5, BB's Inspiration. Went really good for a third in its Oaks heat. Just missed out by getting into the final there. Was unlucky, and it came out and ran second last time against Sing It Loud, which we've discussed before. That might seem not quite up to this class, but for mine, that horse is flying. BB's is third up from New Zealand here. I think it's prime tonight. There looks to be some speed up front. I think it can just slot in one by one or something like that here and come over the top of them. From number 8, Miss Riviera Belle. Absolute flying machine, this one. It won by the length of the straight at Newcastle 2 starts ago, and then it had problems in the Derby heats. It's had to freshen up a trial. Lauren Steps back on board here, and I think it can lead and be very hard to beat. Number 6, Smooth Showgirl. We've talked about it. It's had 5 starts at Menangle for 1 placing, 4 starts at the distance for 1 placing. I don't want to be taking $1.40, $1.50 about this horse. John McCarthy on, another thing that's not really a positive for mine. Going very well, no doubt. It ran second in its heat and 4th in the final of the Oaks, but they're longer distances. This is the mile, and there's a couple of okay horses here. I just don't want to be taking those sort of odds. Number 2, Miss Rock'n'Roll, going very well, ran 4th in its heat of the Oaks along the peg line as well. And if there's some real speed on up front, it can definitely run on and surprise them. But for mine, I'm going with a bit of value, number 5, BB's Inspiration. Come to the lucky last, it's the trot for the night, the standing start tonight. Number 5, Sir Donaldson, might have looked a bit disappointing last week when it led and got run down by ALTA RIHANNAH from the mobile. For mine, it was first up from New Zealand. Tonight, it's second up. It's had a look at the track. Its standing start stats are super, having won 7 from 11. It'll be out in front, barring a disaster at the start. It'll be out in front and second up with a bit of a start on ALTA RIHANNAH tonight. I think it can hold on. Number 8, ALTA RIHANNAH, super consistent. What a great horse. 20 metre handicap tonight. It'll be running on, and it'll get to the death chair, and be running on, grinding on late. From the stablemate number 4, Idle Lee, which ran a good race last week, 4th in the same race here, loves the stand start. 6, Alone Again, ran 3rd in the same race, so they're the first 4 that filled the placings last week. I expect them to fill it again. Alone Again's a little bit suspect at the standing start, but it's definitely a nice horse. I'm sacking Glenferrie Dreamer this week. I've had enough of it. It just had every chance last week. I know it's second up. Howard James on tonight. Can't be a positive for mine. Kai Valley Rap's going okay in easier class races, but I think Sir Donaldson can make up for last week tonight. We finished off with a quaddie, and in the first leg we're going to go with numbers 2, 4, 6 and 8. That's Juliette, BROMAC, Good Time Stride, Our Santa Catalina and Mr. Artistic Tara. For the second leg, numbers 6 and 7, ENTEO and Come On Frank. For the third leg, numbers 2, 5, 6 and 8, Miss Rock'n'Roll, BB's Inspiration, Smooth Showgirl and Miss Riviera Belle. And we'll finish with Sir Donaldson and ALTA RIHANNAH. $50 will get you 78%. Good luck, and don't forget, for all of harness racing information, go to racebook.com. That is racebk.com. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.